Welcome to Seneca Indians Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Seneca Indians. Now, let's go to Ben Walcott, live on location.
And a pleasant, good Thursday afternoon as we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri. We get set for high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indians Sports Network. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Daryl Harbaugh. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. It's the 8-3 Seneca Indians versus the 5-3 Aurora Hound Dogs. And Coach, the Seneca team, not too bad a week here. They won 15-0 on Tuesday afternoon, and I think this is the nicest day for baseball we've had so far this year.
It is a nice day for baseball. Well, here at Seneca, they had a couple nice days over there at the weekend at the Monette tournament. But you're right, the 15-0 win against Carthage. I mean, I have not seen Seneca hit the ball like that. Just hit it where they weren't. We hit the ball solid sometimes. But anytime we hit a little blooper or something, it found a hole, and it was one of the biggest snowball effects I've seen in a long time. It's just one of those games. Yeah,
it was that second inning that really did in Carthage. 13 runs there in the second inning for Seneca. It was a 15-0 3-inning game, and 13 of those in the second and 2 in the third, and Drew Sherwood pitched very well here on Tuesday, and what that does as well is you have all kinds of options for today and tomorrow. Houchin gets the start, but Sherwood could come back either today or tomorrow if they really needed him.
Yeah, it was just one of those games. He didn't throw very many pitches, and you just everything went right for Seneca and nothing went right for Carthage. That's the way it was. You've seen in the paper that Carthage came back with a win, the next night. So
yeah, they beat Bolivar. That game actually, due to some storm damage in Carthage from the tornado on Monday night, was actually played at Joplin High School, and they beat them 10-0 in 5 innings. So, sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days, and it just worked out for Seneca that they had a good day and Carthage had a bad day.
Oh, yeah, some days everything goes right, and then some days there's nothing that goes right. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, as a coach, you do everything you can to put the kids in the best place you can, the best position you can. But it comes down to it's are they in the right spot at the right time, and can they perform? And you're talking about 16, 17-year-old kids, and sometimes they got a mind of their own.
Go ahead and take our first time out of the afternoon. Back after this on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Historians will probably call this present era in the Western world that we're living in the age of anxiety.
Billy Graham.
This generation is dying not from external pressures, but from internal combustion. In other years, men feared death. Today, they seem to fear life. God has never promised to remove our troubles, problems, and difficulties, but God has promised His peace, a sense of assurance and security in the midst of trouble and conflict. What we need to do is to get our eyes on Christ, idolize Him, worship Him. He will never fall nor fail. Be that kind of a follower of Christ. And you can say with Paul, for me to live is Christ. His grace, His peace, His assurance, His security will be mine.
It's easy to let troubles distract you from the joy and peace that Jesus offers. We can help you get your focus back on Jesus. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. And, Coach, this is a very important game today, not due to the fact that it's a Big 8 West game, but it's a district game, and they've basically played everybody in the district after today, and they've beaten everybody but Monette. So, you know, if you can pick up a win here today, you have a leg up on potentially that number 2 seed in district play and a first-round bye in the district tournament, which they don't care about that right now. You're just caring about winning games, but it's a very important game here today on multiple fronts.
Yeah, it is. You've got to it's about a month away, but, you know, this game is huge for district. And if you can beat them in regular season, I think they got to play Monette in the regular season. If
Yeah, they play them Tuesday. So.
Yeah, and somehow tournaments and stuff doesn't really count as much as you meet in the regular season. That's one that counts when you go to district seeding meetings. So this will be a good one. Yeah,
you've got 3 district games / Big 8 games here in a row. Not in a row, but because I forgot they play Stratford tomorrow. But you have Aurora here today. You have on the road at Monette next Tuesday, on the road at Cassville next Thursday. If you can go, 2-1, 3-0, if you can beat Monette, you have an argument for the number 1 seed.
Oh, yeah, you have a really good argument for that number 1 seed.
But if you lose to Monette but beat Cassville and East Newton and Mount Vernon, you have basically sealed the top 2 berth.
Yeah, they've got their destiny in their hands. They know what they have to do. They've been playing some good baseball, and I look for them to play well tonight. I will look for them to play well the rest of the season. That doesn't mean you're going to win every game, but I look for them to play well, and I think that their parts and pieces are coming together, and Coach Hughes is starting to figure things out, what he can do, what he can't do.
Yeah, this Seneca team, 8-3 overall. They started the year 6-0. They've actually won their last 2 of their last 3 ball games. They beat East Newton and beat Carthage. Lost 2 of the 3 games in that Monette tournament, once to Monette's, once to Carl Junction. They have a chance at revenge against both of them later on in the season. Aurora 5-3 overall. They've only played in one tournament. Well, they've played in 2 tournaments. They haven't played a lot of quote-unquote regular season games because they played in the Roy B. Shaver Classic tournament in Neosho where they went 2-2. They were in the Red and Blue tournament in Springfield where they went 2-0, so they've won 3 games in a row. And then they had a doubleheader with Holden that they split. So now it looks like, and this could be Coach Hoffman's philosophy, get in a lot of tournaments early in the year, figure out who you have, and now you get to the important games and you know what you need to do.
Yeah, it's all about, what pitching do you have? Who can you count on pitching-wise? You got to go down to 3 and 4, If you can find some decent 3 and 4 players and pitchers, that really helps you out when it comes to tournament time, but also helps you out because you can use those players when you're playing like something that's off. This is not really a conference game. It's not a district Big 8 West game. But as you said, it's a district game, so I got a feeling they're going to throw one of their better pitchers tonight.
Go ahead and take a timeout. Come back with more of the preview after this break on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Hi, this is Jamie Langford with Langford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local area, and we're also proud to support the Seneca High School Pride Marching Band. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, Pro Lube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
Pro Lube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
And we welcome you back as Seneca and Aurora get set for battle here this afternoon. And Seneca has won the past couple times against this Aurora team. This Aurora team was a young bunch last year. Seneca it says 1-1 at home, 7-2 neutral tourney records. You know you're doing well when you're averaging almost 10 runs a game. 9.6 runs a game Seneca is averaging giving up about 4. Aurora averages about 6, and they give up about 2. So it could be interesting here this afternoon. Seneca has won the last 2. They beat them twice last year, 7-6 and 7-2. And so we'll have to see what happens here this afternoon. You play them twice because, and I think they do play them twice this year. I think they go to Aurora on a Saturday as part of one of those where you have 3 teams together. And, every game obviously matters, but this one might be a little more important than maybe that one down the road.
Like you said, the regular season games, when the regular season conference games just mean more when it comes to district play. It's not what you really win in a tournament or something like that, but if you, even in basketball, you play them in the regular season. That's what they count on when it comes to district seeding meetings, and that's what Coach Hughes is hoping for now. So, Seneca could, if they get the bats going again like they did against Carthage and hit the baseball and make Aurora have to do something, well, maybe we can come out on top again.
Yeah, the way they've been hitting the bats, it's they can score against almost anybody. It's just a question of what they're going to do defensively.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is they finally got the bats working the other day. And against Carthage, and they just
Prater's Pharmacy and
working against Gravett, scored a lot of runs. But it's you have days that are up, you have days that are down, and you got to find ways to win games when you're down. But you've got to be able to find more of the up games. That's what you got to be able to find.
Go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get to the starting lineups. Sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic and Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors here today. People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Modern man does not like to think of God in terms of wrath, anger, and judgment. He likes to make God in his own idealism and give God the characteristics he wants him to possess.
So, what's so bad about that? Well, Billy Graham explained.
This modern God has the attributes of love, mercy, and forgiveness, but without justice. This means an absence of judgment and punishment for sin. To have meaning, man's life must be based upon law and a lawgiver. The Bible teaches that God is going to judge man. Today, Christ is our lawyer, our Savior, willing to forgive and to cleanse and forget. Secondly, you must receive Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you can receive him right now and trust him.
If you'd like to know more about that, go to findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back. Your starting lineups here sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic and Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, as it is the Seneca Indians and the Aurora Hound Dogs. The Hound Dogs will line up like this. Leading off is the second baseman, number 4, Caden Cole. Batting second and playing center field, number 8, Kason Brown. Batting third and doing the pitching, number 3, Heath Hoffman. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter is the shortstop, number 9, Sean Creasy. Batting fifth and doing the catching here this afternoon is Matthew Cutbirth. Batting sixth and playing at first base, number 6, Jaden Carpenter. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 11, Max Holland. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 1, Brody Seitz. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 17, Carson Gillum. Head coach is James Hoffman. He is assisted by Zach Bella, Austin Lawrence, and Clayton Reed. Now the starting lineup for the Seneca Indians. Leading off is the shortstop, number 13, Jagger Wilson. Batting second and playing center field, number 18, Drew Sherwood. Batting third and doing the catching, number 0, Cade Johnson. Cleanup hitter is the first baseman, number 21, Hagen Ginger. Batting fifth and doing the pitching, number 8, Grant Houchin. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 33, Caden Klaus. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 23, Roman Miller. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 16, Colton Curtis. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 3, Brant Laughlin. Head coach of the Indians is Chris Yost. He's assisted by David Sherwood and Cannon Vermillion. Seneca, the home uniforms here this afternoon, the home whites with blue trim and numbers. Aurora, the all blacks with white trim and numbers here this afternoon. As Caden Cole will lead things off here to start the contest on a gorgeous day for baseball here from Seneca. 63 degrees here at first pitch at 4:29 p.m. as that pitch is up for a ball to Caden Cole, so the count's 1-0.
One of the better days that we've had, you know. Every time a baseball game comes up, it's always cold and windy, but this is a nice day today.
So here comes the 1-0, and that hits the outside corner. So the count's 1-1 here on Cole. Houchin needs to try and get ahead here as the 1-1 is outside. The count 2-1. You don't want to start off with walks, because we always talk about how walks and errors are what kill you in games. 2-1 pitch hits that inside corner, and the count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the leadoff hitter as the 2-2 pitch is popped up in the air. Houchin did not see it. Curtis going to come in from third base and grab it for out number 1. It was in front of the pitcher's mound, but Houchin, he falls off towards the first base side. He did not see where it went.
Well, that's, in all reality, that is the third baseman's call right there. I mean, I know it was right there in front of the mound, but he's coming off the mound. It's tough for him to see it. Easy for the third baseman.
It's Kason Brown steps in for Aurora as he takes a pitch high, so the count's 1-0. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 is blooped foul down the right field line, and it's going to get out of play past the Aurora dugout, so the count is 1-1. As here comes a 1-1 pitch from Houchin. And the 1-1 is hit on a line through. Oh, Wilson makes the stop, but too long a throw.
Yeah, deep in the hole that one was.
And an infield single for Kason Brown. I didn't think he was going to get there. He got there, but just not enough arm strength to get the out at first base as Heath Hoffman will try and help his own cause here to start off the contest.
He's almost in the green grass out there in the outfield when he got that ball. I mean, it was deep in the corner.
So a runner on for Aurora with 1 out. As here comes the first pitch to Hoffman, and that's high for a ball. So the count's 1-0. And the one troubling stat here to start the game is Houchin has fallen behind all 3 hitters.
Not giving. You got to adjust to what the umpire is calling, so he's not giving the high fastball.
As here comes the 1-0. That pitch is blooped foul to the screen. Counts 1-1. A very high screen here in Seneca. One of the highest that I think you will see in the 4-state area.
Tallest screens and one of the biggest parks.
Yeah, I'll give you the dimensions here in a minute. As 1-1 count here on Hoffman. That's high, and the count's 2-1. It's 330 down the lines and 400 to dead center. And it's kind of interesting. The fences, there's a lot of foul territory until you get towards the outfield. They kind of curve in.
Yeah.
So a lot of foul territory behind first and third base as the breaking ball is in there for a strike. And the count's 2-2. But you have a lot of foul territory near the dugouts, basically to the ends of the dugouts and the bullpen, and then it starts curving in on you.
Yeah, it tapers in a little bit. There's a lot of room out there, but yeah, one of the bigger foul territories in these.
It's the 2-2 fastball is swung on and missed for strike 3. There's 2 down now for Sean Creasy.
Got him chasing a high fastball that time.
See if you can leave a 1-out single stranded. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. As Brown has not wandered too far away from the bag as that first pitch paints the outside corner, so the count's 0-1. This is the first batter that Houchin's been able to get in front of. 0-1 the count here on Creasy. As here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball hit in the air to left field. Klaus almost overruns it but snags it out there. It was kind of a sinking line drive and snags it out there in left field. 10th inning for Aurora. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1. We're through a half inning. Aurora nothing, and Seneca coming up here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At First Community Bank, we understand the importance of choice. That's why we offer our Community Choice checking account with you in mind. Say goodbye to monthly service fees and hello to free money with rewards and interest payments. Open a Community Choice checking account with First Community Bank and earn up to $100 in rewards. Make the right choice today. Visit firstcommunity.net. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
And we welcome you back as we get here to the bottom of the first. Jagger Wilson, Drew Sherwood, and Cade Johnson are the 3 due up for the Indians. Anybody reaches. Hagen Ginger would come to the plate, batting 5th. Grant Houchin, 6th. Caden Klaus, 7th. Roman Miller, 8th. Colton Curtis, and 9th. Brant Laughlin will get you what Aurora looks like in the field in a moment. As Jagger likes that first pitch as well. Takes a called strike. Counts 0-1.
He's kind of a very selective hitter. He doesn't really matter. I don't think he minds if he has 2 strikes.
So 1 breaking ball is swung on and missed. This counts 0-2.
Find out if he can battle right here.
Well, you just said he doesn't mind having 2 strikes
Right.
on him, so swung on and missed. Pitch is in the dirt. They're going to have to complete it, and they cannot. So it's a K and then an E2. Allows the runner to reach. It looked like he caught that. I mean,
No, it was off the turf.
So Joe Sherwood comes to the plate. Nobody out. They have 1 out on the board, but that can't be possible.
No.
There we go. So Drew Sherwood will step to the plate. Sherwood takes the pitch high, so the count's 1-0. Have to see if that error comes back to bite Aurora. Wilson very fast on the base paths. Sherwood usually will give him a pitch or 2 to try and take second. And it's hit up the middle, right where the shortstop was, and going first to third is going to be Wilson. So a hit and run there. And
took the shortstop out of position, yeah.
If he's in his normal position, that may be 2. As Cade Johnson will come to the plate. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. As here comes the first pitch to Cade, and they're going to let Sherwood steal second. Teal second?
Yeah, they're just a little delayed steals.
See if he would throw through or not.
Well, he was swinging at it.
This counts 0-1 here on Johnson. So 2 runners in scoring position here for Seneca. That pitch is swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. And we'll give credit to Hoffman. He's gotten ahead of 2 of the 3 hitters. He's
throwing strikes.
Yeah, he just wasn't helped by his catcher on the first one.
Yeah.
So here comes the 0-2. Poked in the air foul, and that's going to get towards the parking lot. And that literally just missed a car driving through. The count remains 0-2.
It's amazing how many foul balls goes in the parking lot without hitting a car. You know, it's just,
yeah.
They're all stacked up out there, but somehow they miss of it 99% of the time.
Or at least it bounces first.
Yeah.
So here comes another 0-2, and I think that hit him.
No, he just backed out of the way.
Oh, okay.
A little high curve ball that didn't.
Counts 1-2 now.
Cade's been hitting the ball well, too. He's been seeing it well.
So here comes the 1-2, and that's swung on and missed for strike 3. It's the second strikeout, but only the first out of the inning. The error on the catcher has runners at second and third. Here for Hagan.
It was a good slider there on that last pitch. Just dove out of the strike zone. Let's see if Hagan can hit it.
So here comes the first pitch to Ginger, and that's foul tipped for strike 1. And Darryl, he does what he always likes to do.
He likes to swing at the first pitch. If it's in there, he likes to swing at it. So let's see if he can't battle up here. Get a base hit, put the bat on the ball, put some pressure on Aurora's defense.
So here comes the 0-1 from Hoffman, and that's in the dirt, gets by the catcher. Wilson going to come in and score on the wild pitch. So an error and then a wild pitch allows Seneca to get the first run of the game in. And they have an early 1-0 lead and go into third is Sherwood.
You ask if that, that error is going to hurt them. Yeah.
So the count's 1-1 here on Ginger. So here comes the 1-1. That breaking ball stays high, so the count's 2-1. Yeah, that error comes back to bite Aurora here in the first. 1 run in and a runner at third. So here comes the 2-1 to Ginger. Hit to third. Sherwood has to hold as the third baseman Holland throws to first. 5-3 put out, and Holland was basically playing even with the bag, so Sherwood having to hold there at third base. If it was hit to shortstop, I I think the run would have scored because the shortstop was playing back.
He's playing deep, yeah. Let's see if Houchin can put the bat on the ball.
Houchin will try and help his own cause.
There
Up
you
the
go.
middle and through for a single.
There you
RBI single here for Houchin. And it's 2-0 here for Seneca.
It's always good.
Caden Klaus will come to the plates. Aurora looks like this in the field. Left fielder is Carson Gillum. Center fielder is Kason Brown. Right fielder is Brody Seitz. Left to right in the infield, you have Max Holland at third, Sean Creasy at short, Caden Cole at second, Jaden Carpenter at first. Is taking second on the swing through is Houchin. Counts 0-1 on Klaus with a battery of Matthew Cutbirth catching Heath Hoffman. 2 runs in the inning here for Seneca. One of them is unearned. 0-1 is swung on and missed on the changeup. It counts 0-2. 2 runs on 2 hits. There also has been an error.
Yeah, he's been throwing strikes. He's up on Caden 0-2. I mean, he doesn't look like he's struggling.
Here comes the 0-2 from Hoffman. That's a foul tip to the screen. So the count will remain no balls and 2 strikes.
A good swing by Caden Klaus that time, battling off, fighting it off. Because that was a fastball.
Count remains 0-2 here on Klaus. As here comes another 0-2. That fastball stays high, and Klaus resists the urge to swing, so the count's 1-2. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-2 the count here on Klaus. 1-2 in the dirt. Good block there by Cutbirth to keep Houchin at second.
Yeah.
So the count's now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I look for this slider coming in.
So here comes the 2-2. There it
right
is.
There, yeah.
For strike 3, and that will end the inning. He actually didn't strike out the side, but he ended with 3 strikeouts there in the inning. For Seneca, 2 runs, 2 hits. There was an error, and they strand 1 through 1. 2-0 Seneca here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And we welcome you back as we get set for top of the second. Matthew Cutbirth, Jaden Carpenter, Max Holland are the 3 due up. For Aurora here in the second inning, anybody reaches Brody Seitz, 5-6-7, working against Houchin. We'll get you Seneca's lineup positioning here. As that fastball is low, so the count's 1-0. Caden Klaus in left, and centers Drew Sherwood, and right is Roman Miller. As here comes the 1-0 from Houchin. That pitch is popped in the air. Second baseman Laughlin going to come in, loses it. I think in the sun, and the wind pushed it a little bit as well. And he can't hang on, so a lead-off base runner here for...
Yeah, I think the wind the wind's coming out of adding, and he kind of run up on it a little bit too far, and just kind of he couldn't adjust back quick enough.
It's left to right in the infield. It's Colton Curtis at third, Jagger Wilson at short as they throw behind Cutbirth, and a nice pick there by Hagan, who's at first, Laughlin at second, Wilson at short, Curtis at third, with a battery of Johnson and Houchin here this afternoon. Houchin was able to work around a one-out single in the first. We'll see if he can work around a leadoff error. That pitch is a ball. Counts 1-0 on Carpenter.
Like I said, the errors can kill you, lead to runs, just like the Seneca did at the bottom of the first.
So here comes the 1-0. That hits the outside corner. Counts 1-1.
That's a good pitch.
Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count here on Carpenter. 1-1 is a fastball swung on and missed, and the count's 1-2. You'd have to think Houchin and Sherwood are going to be your Big 8 game starters Tuesday, Thursday. Just depends on who starts Tuesday and who starts Thursday. So that pitch is high. So counts 2-2. It also might depend on matchups too.
Depends on where you're playing at, who you're playing, that sort of thing. That's what Coach Hughes has got to work out. We got to find Jagger's been throwing halfway decent.
The 2-2 breaking ball is a little bit low, and the count's full at 3-2.
Whoa.
It's the only thing it could have been is low because it was over the plate.
Yeah, that was.
It's a dangerous pitch to take if you're Carpenter. Count's now full here on Carpenter. So here comes the full count pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 out here as Max Holland will step to the plate. That's the second strikeout of the game for Grant Houchin. Seneca got 2 runs in the first. Aurora trying to answer. We always talk about those shutdown innings. Can you put up a 0 after you get runs on the board? So here comes the first pitch. Poked in the air foul, and that's going to get just over us, Daryl.
Hey, I might have had it, Ben, but I got the headset on, and the cord's not long enough.
So 0-1 the count here on Holland. You would love to get Holland in sight so that way the number 9 hitter would have to start the third instead of the top of the order.
Runner's out there at first a little bit further. Oh, yes.
Is that breaking ball is in there for a strike? So the count's 1-2.
I was looking at the runner in first base, and Houchin just threw a curveball that just froze the batter and just broke over the plate. It was pretty.
0-2 the count. Fastball is hit on a high hop to Curtis. Has to play the in-between hop. Long throw to first, and it's thrown away. Runners will be at second and third as Ginger is going to hold on to it. An in-between hop would have been a fielder's choice, allowed the runner to get to third or second, but then an E5 allows them to get to third. And right now it's the errors that are killing Seneca as Brody Seitz comes to the plate. But we talk about putting the ball in play. That's what you want to do is force.
Yeah.
As Holland, I think he got a sleeve, a running sleeve.
Yeah, Grant's doing his job on the mound, and we've missed a couple plays here in the field.
Brody Seitz swings through the first pitch, so the count's 0-1.
But it happens that way, and you got to fight your way through it. He's got to settle down and see if we can throw strikes, minimize the damage as much as possible.
Seneca's willing to give up a run for an out. As here comes the 0-1, and that's swung on and missed, and the count's 0-2.
I see Hagan at first base. He's playing just a little bit closer on the bag. I can't see.
Curtis is as well.
A little closer.
Up the middle, I think unless it's really hit at you, you're giving up a run.
Yeah.
From Wilson or Laughlin. 0-2 count. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that was fastball, fastball, fastball. And that's the third strikeout of the game for Houchin as Carson Gillum will come to the plate. If you can wiggle your way out of this inning, I think that would be a win for Houchin.
Oh, yeah. Grant's doing what he's supposed to be doing. We just haven't made a couple plays behind him.
So here comes the first pitch, and that's popped foul towards the track. Counts 0-1. This might be the best crowd we've had here this year, and might also be because it's warm outside.
The best weather.
So here comes the 0-1 from Houchin, and that hits the inside corner. The count's 0-2.
That's what he's doing. He's throwing strikes. He got behind in the first inning, but this inning here, he's throwing strikes. He's not messing around. He's throwing strikes.
4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast. So that pitch was a ball, so the count's 1-2. I guess worst case scenario here for Aurora is you get the top of the order in the third instead of having the bottom of the order, as the 1-2 is high and the count's 2-2, but that's not a bad miss, just
wow. I mean, to me, that looked like that came right across the numbers right in the middle of it. But, you got to adjust to whatever the umpires back here is calling.
So here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball is low, and the count's full. And you don't want to get back to the top of the order in Caden Cole in this inning, especially with nowhere to put him.
Yep.
So here comes the full count pitch, and he just goes country hardball. And that is strike 3. It's his 4th strikeout of the afternoon, and he works around 2 errors in the inning. For Aurora in the inning, no runs, no hits, 2 errors. They strand 2, 1.5 done here in Seneca, 2-0 Indians here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Seneca True Value is an authorized dealer of Hustler lawnmowers and is a proud supporter of the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. Seneca True Value offers tools, equipment, and products for professional contractors and do-it-yourselfers. They are open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 404 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca. For more information, their phone number is 417-776-6000. Go Indians!
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Bottom third of the lineup here for the Indians, as it will be Miller, Curtis, and Laughlin. Anybody reaches, you get back to the top of the order, and Jagger Wilson. 2 runs in the first for Seneca. One of them is unearned. Swinging at that first pitch is Miller, and it's going to either be just on top of the dugout or just past the dugout.
Yeah, they're in a batting cage.
0-1 the count here on Miller, who swung that was probably a ball.
He's notorious for swinging at them high fastballs.
There's another one, and that one is popped a mile high in the
trouble.
And it's over the center fielder's head. Miller going to try for second, and he is going to be in there. So do you, as the center fielder, Brown overran it.
I don't think they realize how much the wind is coming out of the west and blowing out to the right field. I mean, Brady Laughlin had a hard time with the one at second base. Now we got one at the center field. That I guarantee the kid in Aurora, he's mad at himself. But
as I think you have to give a double on the play there, as Colton Curtis will come to the plate. As swinging and missing at that first pitch, so the count's 0-1. And they never touched it, so that's That's part of it. I mean, you could potentially give an error, but I think you got to give him a hit.
Yeah, because he actually overran it.
It counts 0-2 as Curtis swings through that one.
That slider there that just dives out of the strike zone, that's a tough pitch. He's got a good pitch there. Hoffman does.
0-2 the count here on Curtis.
See if you can get a piece of it here. Battle.
See if you can get something towards the right side. 0-2, and there's that slider again.
Yep.
That's his fourth strikeout of the afternoon. 1 out for Brant Laughlin.
You would like to run this guy up and, have some good at bats, run his pitch count up, because the slider doesn't slide as much when it gets, arm gets tired.
Late in the game.
But when he's throwing strikes, 0-2, he's jumping out in front of everybody.
Yeah, he's getting ahead of a lot of hitters here today. This is the first pitch to Laughlin is inside for a ball. So counts 1-0. We always talk about how young this Seneca team is. This Aurora team just as young. 2 seniors. Hoffman, one of those 2 seniors.
Yeah.
The other senior I don't think starts for them, Riley Morton.
Well, he's not today anyway.
Yeah. So here comes the 1-0 from Hoffman. That fastball stays high, so counts 2-0. Evan at the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917Sports. 2-0 count here on Laughlin. And that stays high, so the count's 3-0. You have to think he'll be taking at least 1, if not 2 pitches here.
He is not giving that high fastball. He didn't give it to Houchin either.
So 3-0 pitch, and that's inside. Thought he was about ready to call a strike for ball 4. So 1 out. And runners at first and second now for Jagger Wilson, who struck out his first time but reached on an error and came around and scored.
Yeah, he's been swinging the bat well.
So here comes the first pitch to Wilson, and that breaking ball is in there for a strike. And it was 3 straight pitches to Wilson that he struck out on. It was just a drop third strike allowed him to score.
Well, it was a bounce. Yeah, bounced in front of the catcher. Jagger swung at it, but it bounced into the glove, so he's got to throw him out.
That pitch back to Hoffman. He's going to throw to third. Smart decision there. Get the lead runner.
Get the lead runner.
So it's a 1-5 put out. I mean, you could, try and go for 2 there, but, he wasn't sure about, going to second for 1 and then to first. So he goes, I'm going to make sure I get the lead runner. As Drew Sherwood comes to the plate, he singled his first time.
The third baseman bobbled the ball over there. That's the reason he didn't have a chance to go to first or to second to try to get 2. But he did catch it.
Sherwood singled his first time as he takes a called strike. Counts 0-1. Sherwood actually hit it where the shortstop is. He was trying to cover second base on a steal.
Yeah. And he's got a big opening right there where shortstop would normally be playing. And he swings offside. He go opposite field just like that on that foul ball.
That pitch goes into the Seneca bullpen, so the count's 0-2. Our next Seneca broadcast is Tuesday, as they're on the road Tuesday, Thursday next week. The games we're covering at Monette Tuesday, at Cassville Thursday. We'll have both those games for you. It's 0-2 count. Here comes the 0-2. Back up the middle. The shortstop able to make the play. Diving effort by the shortstop, and he's able to make the play to end the inning. That was an excellent job there by the shortstop, Creasy, to get the final out. For Seneca, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 2 through 2. 2-0 Seneca here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
First Community Bank offers reliable, cost-effective merchant services to help your business thrive. We have options tailored just for you and your business, including accepting all major credit card brands, plus contactless payments like Tap to Pay and Pay by Phone. Don't miss out on growing your business. Contact First Community Bank today and unlock a world of payment possibilities. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Caden Cole to lead things off here for Aurora in the third. It'll be 1, 2, 3. Cole, Brown, and Hoffman due up here against Houchin as Cole takes a pitch inside. Counts 1-0. He popped up to third his first time up. Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Alvarez Ballpark tomorrow night, April 5th, versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. And Daryl, you know it's getting springtime when minor league baseball and pro baseball kicks off. So that pitch is high, and the count's 3-0 here on Cole. The Naturals about an hour and 15 minutes from Neosho. So here comes the 3-0, taking the entire way, and the count's 3-1. AA affiliate of the Royals, so there's probably a lot of Royals fans in this neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
So here comes the 3-1, and that pitch stays high for ball 4. It's the first walk of the day by Houchin as Kason Brown will come to the plate. He singled his first time up. There's also a lot of Cardinals fans. You know, Kansas City about 2.5, 3 hours from here, whereas St. Louis is, 4.5, but St. Louis has a following around here.
Well, you're looking at St. Louis in the National League, and they root for Kansas City in the American League. That's what you root for.
As the first pitch is in there for a strike on Brown, so the count's 0-1.
Let's just say 90% of the people around here do that. They like to go watch the Royals game. The Cardinals have been there forever,
So here comes the 0-1, and hits the inside corner, so the count's 0-2. It also helps that you have a AA affiliate very close by.
Yeah,
of both teams, really. Cause
Springfield, Springfield and down there at the Nationals, it's like.
So here comes the 0-2. Nice block by Johnson. Keeps Cole at first base. The count's 1-2. But, yeah, Springfield, hour and a half. Naturals, hour and a half.
Yeah.
Springfield.
And you get to go watch some good baseball, too.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch the kids, and the kids love it.
Yep. They always do a great job. 1-2 is outside, and the count's now 2-2. Yeah, those minor league teams do a good job of making sure there's something for the whole family there. Harvest Ballpark in Springdale is one of the prettier minor league ballparks I've been to. So here comes the 2-2, and that's low, and Brown has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. See if there's a hit and run or a steal, or if they just trust Brown to make contact. Might be a little risky to send the runner.
I wouldn't send him.
So runner stays put. Hit to Laughlin at second. Throws to short for 1. Throws to first, not in time. I thought Laughlin would have to only play was going to be at first, and he was able to turn to second and throw it to Jagger, and they get the lead runner.
He did a good job fielding the ball, turning on his knees, on his shoulders, and get it over there at second base.
Yeah, all his momentum was taking him towards first, so I figured that might be his only play. As Heath Hoffman comes to the plate, he's 0 for 1.
Got the lead runner.
Little bit bigger lead by Brown as Hoffman takes a called strike, so the count's 0-1.
Like I say, great. It was good that time because you minimize the damage. They hit the ball. You got the lead runner out. Minimize the damage.
So here comes the 0-1. That's outside, and Johnson boots it away from himself. Count's 1-1. I think that one has to be a pass ball.
Yeah, it hit his glove. I guess it just hit the edge of it or something, bounced down, hit his leg, and then rolled off.
Knee pad and rolled off. So 1-1 the count here on Hoffman. Because I don't think the runner takes second if it doesn't bounce off his knee pad.
Oh, no.
So here comes the 1-1, and that's swung on and missed. Looked like an a changeup there, and the count's 1-2.
Yeah, good pitch, little off-speed pitch.
Hoffman, one of the better Aurora hitters here. See if you can keep that runner at second. 1-2 the count. Comes the 1-2 from Houchin. That fastball is high. Counts 2-2. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. 2-2 the count here on Hoffman. So here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball is in there for strike 3.
Yes, that was pretty. That was just frozen.
Head coach James Hoffman, the one thing his complaint there is if it's a strike, why are you waiting so long to call it?
Yeah, it was a little delayed call, but I believe it was the right call. That was a curveball, a pretty pitch from Houchin.
Yeah, I don't think he is probably complaining about the area of the pitch. It's how late it was. That ball is flown out into left center field and deep. Sherwood out there and grabs it for the final out of the inning. They're able to work around a leadoff walk. No runs, no hits, no errors. They strand one, does Aurora. Back after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Wow.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
And we welcome you back as Seneca will have the heart of the order due up here in the bottom of the third. Seneca a 2-0 lead through 2.5 now, as it will be Johnson, Ginger, and Houchin, the heart of the order due up for Seneca here in the bottom of the third. Hoffman, not Houchin. Hoffman has done a good job of limiting the damage. 2 runs, one of them is unearned. And you have to think that was, the 2 runs that scored, one of them was on a wild pitch and the other one was a base hit as Johnson takes the called strikes to count 0-1, but he advanced to third on a wild pitch. So
he's had some errors from the.
That ball is hit hard to third. Holland going to throw over in time, and there's one down. A nice job there by Holland at third because that ball was hit hard and fast.
Just right at him. He didn't even have to move, just get his glove down on it. But, how Aurora's made some errors. Even the one that you're calling a hit out there in center field should have been caught.
Yeah.
But, it happens. You got to pitch around him.
So here comes the first pitch to Ginger, and he pops it up in the infield. Cole out there in short right field. And there's that wind again.
There's that wind that's pushing the ball further than everybody's thinking it's doing.
And it's going left to right.
Yeah, it's blowing out toward right field.
So a 1-out single here for Ginger as Houchin will come to the plate. He singled his first time. Don't follow my book isn't official scoring by any means. As Houchin singled his first time up. And if I remember correctly, that was a legitimate single. So the first pitch is fastball for a ball, but Ginger took that off of Hoffman because he was about 3/4 to second by the time Cutbirth got the ball.
Yeah, he didn't really short stride it on the pitcher's mound. He went in and took his normal. So it's kind of hard to throw anybody out when you do that.
So here comes the 1-0, and that breaking ball is poked foul out of play towards the parking lot. And it's going to miss a couple cars
and
again.
Once again, it misses your car. We're all hoping it hits it.
Well, might make the value go up if it hits it. It's a 1-1 count now on Houchin. So here comes the 1-1 from Hoffman. That's slow, gets by the catcher just enough for Ginger to take third. Ginger, one of the more aggressive base runners, because that didn't get very far away from Cutbirth. And Ginger's still able to take third.
That's just because he got out there, that secondary lead. After he throws, you jump out there an extra 5-10 feet, and he takes a big lead out there.
So here comes the 3-1. That ball poked out to center field, and it's caught out there in center field. The center fielder, Brown, stumbled, is able to get back up and catch it off the line shot.
It was a good line shot, just right at him. Yeah, he fell down, stumbled, fell all over the place, tripped on his shoelaces, and still come up and caught the ball.
Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. So 2 down here for Klaus, who struck out his first time. So here comes the first pitch to him, and that ball in the dirt. Nice block by Cutbirth.
That was a good one by Cutbirth. Because I guarantee you if that ball goes by, Hagen's coming in.
It is a lively backstop as well, so even past balls sometimes you think you have plenty of room to score, but those backstops make things go sometimes in weird directions, but it also bounces back harder.
If you get a good hard skip on that back, it's coming right back to him.
So the 2-0 pitch hits Klaus. So runners are at first and third now for Roman Miller, who hit one into the triangle behind second base for a double.
Yeah, there's another one of those wind ones, just like Hagen just hit. Got it so high in the wind, and they're having a hard time playing that northwest wind. Let's see if Roman can get the bat on the ball and get us a run in. I see Klaus getting ready to leave.
So here comes the first pitch to Miller, and he takes it high for a ball. So the count's 1-0. Miller steps back in the box. Not a huge lead by Klaus over at first base.
That's maybe a delayed steal if he's going.
They throw back behind as Hoffman's thinking the same thing you are.
Mm-hmm.
Count will remain 1-0.
If it was 0-1, it might be a different.
Yeah.
But 1-0.
So Hoffman gets the sign he wants from Cutbirth. Here comes the 1-0. That's in there for a strike, and the count's 1-1. One and one to count here on Miller. So here comes the 1-1. That looks like he took a little bit off there.
There's that.
And the count's 1-2.
There's that curveball up and slider breaking. It's a tough pitch. He's got a good pitch.
1-2 the count here on Miller. Seneca trying to get that runner in from third. The runner is going to try and get in a pickle to allow run to come in and score. Now they're going to come home, and Ginger is going to be safe. So the pickle, Ginger played that perfectly as the run will come in and score on the delayed steal. So it's 3-0.
They worked that just right.
Especially with 2 outs and 1-2 count on Miller. Comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed with a wild pitch, and I was going to say Klaus could potentially try and score, but it's the second time today that Hoffman has a strikeout, but runner gets on. That's just a wild pitch, though. That's not an error.
Right. It was another one that they swung at with the ball in the dirt. I say dirt.
Yeah.
Ball in the dirt and bounced it up, and it bounced, tough bounce off that catcher. You may see the same thing right here.
Yeah. He may wait till 2 strikes as well, as there goes Miller. Takes a pitch high, and they cut off the throw to try and keep Klaus there. His counts 1-0 on Curtis.
See if Curtis can't put the bat on the ball here.
Seneca has 1 run on 1 base hit. And that base hit is kind of iffy. So that pitch is high, so counts 2-0. Could call it a base hit, could call it an error.
It's just one of those. The wind aided.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. There's been a couple of those.
Comes the 2-0. Swung on and missed. It counts 2-1.
There's a chance to, little base hit has a chance to open this game up just a little bit.
So here comes the 2-1. That's high, and the count's 3-1. If he can reach, you would at least clear the bottom of the lineup here in the 3rd. 3-1 the count on Curtis. Comes the 3-1 from Hoffman. That's fouled back to the screen. Counts 3-2. And the runners won't be off because there isn't a runner at first.
No.
I mean, we could pretend, but here's the full count pitch from Hoffman. That ball's low for ball 4. So the bases are loaded here for Brant Laughlin, who walked his first time up. So Hoffman's got nowhere to put him.
I think he walked on 4 straight pitches last time.
You would be correct.
Let's just see if Brady can get the bat on the ball.
Brant, not Brady.
Brant, I'm sorry. Get him on there.
That first pitch is high. Counts 1-0. Like you said, that high fastball is not getting called.
No, he's not giving it to him. And he's not giving it to either one.
Yeah, it's either side. He's being consistent, which is all you can ask for out of an umpire. So 1-0 is inside. Counts 2-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. 2-0 the count here on Laughlin.
All of a sudden he's struggling a little bit to find the strike zone.
That pitch hits the inside corner.
There you go.
Counts 2-1. Two and 1 the count here on Laughlin as here comes the 2-1. Breaking ball just outside.
Yep.
Counts 3-1, and he's got nowhere to put him. Seneca 3 runs, only 1 RBI on the afternoon. 3-1 is in there for strike 2. Laughlin thought it was a little bit low, and runners will be off. This counts full.
Yeah, everybody might be moving.
Big lead for Curtis, and the 3-2 is foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3, and that will end the inning for Seneca. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 3 through 3. 3-0 Seneca here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
SGA Unlimited is a proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Located north of Seneca on Highway 43, they offer equipment and supplies for outdoor sporting needs, including hunting and fishing. They are a licensed gun dealer and provide bait and accessories for fishing. For more information, their phone number is 417-439-1996. Proud supporters of Seneca Indian Athletics on KNEO. 1-1 count here on Cutbirth to start the top of the fourth inning. So 1-1 stays high. Count 2-1. Cutbirth reached on an error and advanced to third on an error, but he was stranded there. 2 errors in the second, and Houchin was able to work around them. So here comes the 2-1. That's outside, and the count's 3-1. Cutbirth, Carpenter, Holland are the 3 due up. Anybody who reaches Seitz and potentially Gillum here in the top of the fourth. Seneca 3 runs on 4 base hits. As here comes the 3-1. That ball is roped down the left field line, and it gets past Klaus. Klaus was trying to cut it off, but it will be a leadoff double for Cutbirth. Not much Klaus could do there. He did everything that he could to cut it off and keep him to 1, but it just, the turf
bounced over. Yeah, bounced over past his glove. I mean, yeah, he almost got there. He hustled good. I mean, he ran as hard as he could. He was almost there.
And that could also be the difference between natural grass and turf, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Carpenter comes to the plate, he's 0 for 1. He's going to try and bunt the runner over, bunts the first pitch foul. Count 0-1. Aurora has had a lot of runners on the base paths. They have stranded 4 so far through 3 innings. They only now have 2 base hits. Walk and 2 errors haven't helped Houchin's cause. As Carpenter fakes the bunt, pops it foul, and it's going to sneak out of play and actually go near the bathrooms this time behind us.
Yeah.
Counts 0-2.
Hate to be coming out of the bathroom at the time when the ball bounces right next to you.
All of a sudden there's a ball there. 0-2 the count here on Carpenter. It's the bunt play probably off. 0-2 breaking ball stays high. Counts 1-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. Counts 1-2 here on Carpenter. Got a big hole on either side of the infield as they're trying to hold the runner on as Carpenter swings through that for strike 3. 1 out here in the inning. 5th strikeout of the game for Houchin.
Now Grant has done a great job. He's pitching around the errors that we had and the double here. See if he can't pitch around this one too.
As Holland comes to the plate, he got to second on a 2-base throwing error. That ball is poked towards first. It's going to stay fair, and it's a ground out.
Yep.
The runner advances to third on the fielder's choice, but that pitch was just nubbed down the line and just somehow stayed fair.
I think the spin on the ball brought it back into it by the time Hagan got there in front of the bag.
As Brody Seitz will come to the plate. Runner at third. Houchin trying to leave him there. Keep the shutout intact. So here comes the first pitch from Houchin. Popped in there, foul, and that's going to get out of play.
Bathrooms again?
Nope, that one actually hits the sidewalk going towards out the complex and went into the parking lot. So 0-1 the count here on Seitz. So here comes the 0-1 from Houchin in the dirt. Good block by Johnson. Count 1-1. I don't know if we mentioned this. Johnson going to Missouri State West Plains for baseball next year.
Yeah. It's a good thing. He gets going to get his college education, help get his college education paid for.
So here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball hits the outside corner. And the count 1-2. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-2 the count here on Seitz. 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Houchin maneuvers around a leadoff double. We're through 3.5, 3-0 Seneca here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Bible says that our hearts are sinful, that it's full of evil imaginations.
Billy Graham.
The Bible says that our heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? That's the reason Christ said, except a man is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. I ask you tonight, wouldn't you like to have a new heart? Wouldn't you like to have Christ tonight who can forgive the past, give you joy and peace in the present, and change your life for the future? He can do it if you let him. Give your life to Christ tonight. Let him give you a new heart, make you a new person.
What Jesus Christ offers you is nothing short of revolutionary. If you're ready to surrender your life to him, we can help. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Top of the order due up for Seneca here in the fourth. Wilson, Sherwood, Johnson, anybody reaches. Ginger would get an at bat here in the fourth. As here comes the first pitch to Wilson. That's roped to second on a hop. Cole grabs it, throws to first, one pitch and one out. Wilson had reached the previous two times, but out there. Seneca 4 base hits, but they've stranded 6. Sherwood comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wishes the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. And to keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. 0-1 the count on Sherwood as he takes a called strike. That one is lifted out towards foul territory in left field, and it's going to get into the Seneca bullpen. Count 0-2.
Throwing strikes, Hoffman is doing a good job getting ahead of the hitters here in this inning.
He's given up 3 runs, but only one of them is unearned.
Yeah.
It's the 0-2 breaking ball is hit foul. Sherwood gets just enough of a piece to stay alive.
Think about Jagger Wilson and Drew Sherwood here. These two leadoff hitters, left-handers. They go any way. They go left field. They go right field. They spray the ball all over the place, and it's hard to play defense against them because they just don't know where they're hitting it sometimes.
So here comes the 0-2, and that pitch just inside. Count 1-2. Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark tomorrow night, April 5th, versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. 1-2 the count on Sherwood. Here comes the 1-2 from Hoffman, and that pitch stays high. I don't know if it was a changeup or a breaking ball that never broke down. And the count's 2-2. 1 out here in the fourth.
Yeah, Drew does a good job of putting the bat on the ball. He's a tough out.
Yeah, Hoffman has not had a 1-2-3 inning yet today. 2-2 pitch just outside, and the count's full at 3-2. So Sherwood's worked it from 1-2 to 3-2. He is a danger on the base pass. 3-2 is low for ball 4. A 1-out walk. I believe that's only the third walk of the day by Hoffman. As Johnson comes to the plate, grounded to third his last time up. If I remember correctly, that was a hard hit ball to third, too.
Hard ground out. I mean, one skipper. I don't even know if he's out of the box by the time the third baseman had the ball.
First pitch to Johnson is outside for a ball. Counts 1-0.
I would be expecting Coach to send him. Just because of the of the long windup that Hoffman has in the kick.
So here comes the 1-0, and there goes Sherwood.
Yep.
That pitch is in there for a strike, count 1-1. And Sherwood to take second. He kind of had a false start there for a second and then went. Hoffman wasn't looking, and Cutbirth knew he didn't have a throw, so he didn't bother.
Yeah.
So 1 out base runner as Johnson has a 1-1 count. That pitch misses the inside corner, maybe a little bit low, and the count's 2-1.
Yeah, it looked like the catcher had to bring it up a little bit on that time, low and inside.
2-1 the count here on Johnson. Sherwood at second. He's going to steal third as a breaking ball is missed, and once again it's that. It counts 3-1. And it's that long look. It's the 3-1 the count here on Johnson.
Yeah, I don't believe Hoffman agreed with that call from the umpire. That's what they're looking at.
Neither of them did. That ball is spoiled foul and actually hits the screen in front of the Aurora dugout. Goes towards first base coach and assistant coach David Sherwood. Counts full on Johnson. Runner at third in Sherwood. Talk about how walks and errors can kill you.
Yep.
That ball hit down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Sherwood will score easily. It's a long single for Johnson. Long RBI single as Sherwood comes in to score. Talk about walks and errors. That walk eventually comes around and scores.
And that was just like the one before. A sharp hit ball third. This one just left to the right of the third baseman. He just couldn't get to it.
Ginger 1 for 2, a single and a ground out.
Don't think Hayden isn't going to go.
They were thinking that.
Yeah.
And dives back in.
Like I said, he's just got such a, I don't know if they've never worked with him on the slide step or something, but he's got such a.
Ginger takes a ball high, and there goes Johnson. So the count's 1-0, and you could see Johnson try and take third as well.
Well, most of the time in high school baseball, you're stealing off the pitcher. I mean, you got a catcher back there can throw it on the plate, but you're stealing off the motion of the pitcher, and that's what they're doing.
So here comes the 1-0. That's poked foul, but it's going to sneak out of play behind the Aurora dugout. Counts 1-1.
Come on, Hagan. Kind of swinging like your mom up there right now.
1-1 the count here on Ginger.
Bless his heart. Hit it hard.
It's Hoffman trying to leave that runner at second. Comes the 1-1. Long look by Hoffman. Now they're going to throw back behind, and Johnson scampers back. Johnson, I wouldn't say could tell, but he had an inkling with how long the look was.
Yeah.
So here comes a 1-1 from Hoffman. That's outside, and the count's 2-1. 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth so far for Seneca. They have a 4-0 lead. So here comes the 2-1. Johnson taking third, and I think the pitcher was in the windup, forgot that the runner was at second.
Yeah.
Because he was in the windup.
He was in the windup, and he took off, and I think since he was stealing, the pitch was right down the middle of the plate. Since he was stealing, I think Hagan just let it go by.
Yeah. 2-2 the count here on Ginger. That ball poked to Hoffman. Does a good job of looking back Johnson and getting Ginger out at first. I think Hoffman there with 1 out forgot that there was a runner at second, which happens.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Johnson was about 3/4 to third by the time he was even in his windup. As Houchin, 1 for 2, flew out his last time. That's where the center fielder fell down and got back up. All before the ball got to him as he swings through the first pitch, so the count's 0-1. Seneca has left a lot of base runners today. They've stranded 6 through 3 innings. So here comes the 0-1. That's poked out to right field. Sights out there in right field, and it gets by him.
That's the sun got into his eyes.
It'll be an RBI double, potentially triple, as Houchin going to come around for 3 bases. Looked like the right fielder's sights had a beat on it, and the next thing you know, it was by him.
I think that was more sun than anything. When you running down that way, he's looking right into the sun, trying to find it. And sometimes the Aurora outfielders are having trouble coming up with the baseball up in the wind and the sun.
Well, the sun is right in that right fielder's eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it's blaring down right on him.
So that first pitch is a ball. So counts 1-0. And Seneca, the Seneca outfielders are used to it, whereas Aurora, you play here once, maybe twice a year.
If you don't practice in it.
So that pitch is outside to Klaus. The count's 2-0. Klaus 0 for 1 on the day. He walked in the third.
When I was coaching baseball with Chris, I'd take the outfielders on and make them have to look into that sun to catch the ball, and just to get used to it, because there's times just like this. He's out there for the first time maybe.
That pitch is high for ball 3, and that right fielder, it looks like, from what I can tell, it's a hard ways to look, but it looks like he's not even wearing sunglasses. He's trying to shield his eyes with his glove.
I mean, these guys, the first baseman is looking right into the sun, the right fielder, second baseman, they're all looking right in the sun, and if you're not used to it, it's tough. If you don't practice it every once in a while, it makes it tough.
So here comes the 3-0, and that's low for ball 4. So runners at first and third here for Miller, who has reached both times. And we'll see if Hoffman gets pulled here or not. It's head coach James Hoffman going to come out and talk to him.
Well, you're looking at pitch count. We talked about this before. The walks or errors, you're just running your pitch count up, and they're under a strict pitch count. No telling how many games they've got coming up.
And right now, I don't think Hoffman is getting pulled. It's just a conversation about, and it could be potentially because Seneca got in a pickle last time and was able to score, is, hey, this is what you do if they decide to do that again.
Right.
And say, hey, don't, leave the runner at second, go after the batter, potentially with 2 outs. Don't worry about the runner as much. Worry about the batter. Obviously, we're not in their minds, but that's what I would be saying.
Yeah.
Worry about the batter. Don't worry about the runner.
Get the batter out. 2 outs, get the batter out.
So here comes the first pitch. That's in there for a strike, and taking second is Klaus. And Cutbirth was aiming towards third in case Houchin wandered too far. So
yeah, they tried to back pick Houchin on that one.
So here comes the 0-1. Fastball is outside. Counts 1-1. Hoffman has not had an easy inning today. He has faced 6 batters in the first, 5 in the second. So that pitch is a ball, so counts 2-1. 7 in the third. And this is his 7th batter faced here in the 4th. He has not had an easy inning. So that pitch, I think that was foul tipped into the mitt. Counts 2-2, whereas you look at Houchin, worked around a 1-out single in the first, faced 5 batters in the second, 4 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. So the 2-2 breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike 3, and that will end the inning. For Seneca, 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. There were no errors, and Seneca strands 2. We're through 4, 5-0 Indians here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And we welcome you back as we have a switch out there at second base. Barrett Ginger goes into play second base. Replaces Brant Laughlin. I think that's the only change we see so far.
Aurora may be making some changes too. Coach Hoffman is talking to the umpire, and he's getting it from, going to tell Chris, Coach Hughes, to make sure they got it correct.
As we'll see what changes are made there. I mean, because this is the number 9 hitter, and then you have 1 and 2, so I don't think you would switch anything with those guys. So here comes the first pitch from Houchin. That's in there for a strike, so the count's 0-1. Gillum struck out looking. It's first time up, but this could be the changes due to come because you could potentially have Hoffman coming off the mound in the 5th. That pitch is high, so the count's 1-1.
Just because the errors they've had, the walks they've had, his pitch count probably up quite a bit.
Yeah, he has not had an easy inning. As here comes the 1-1, and that's swung on and missed. Counts 1-2. Seneca heads to Stratford tomorrow. That should be a good one. Stratford only 1 loss on the year. Aurora actually lost to them as swinging through that for strike 3 is Gillum. Aurora lost to them in 8 innings. So should be a good one tomorrow.
I wonder if Hoffman didn't pitch that one. He's got a good arm.
It's the 7th strikeout of the game for Houchin as Caden Cole comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He popped out in the first, walked in the 3rd. Houchin has been able to wiggle around some trouble. Aurora has left runners on base in every inning. They've stranded 5 through 4 innings.
I think that second inning they had Seneca had a couple errors on the the fielding errors, and then it was and he still got it pitched around him. That's a good defense behind him in place.
Well, he kind of did that himself as he struck out the side that inning.
Yeah,
he worked around a leadoff error, strikeout error, so runners to second, third, 1 out, and then strikeout. So Houchin kind of did the damage himself as that ball is popped up in the air. Ginger out there at second base is going to miss it, and I think, like you said, I think the wind is the thing causing havoc.
They don't understand how much the wind is moving the ball. I mean, it's the same thing. You think a normal pop-up is here. I don't know if they haven't practiced in this northwest wind, but you got to lay back and then run up on it.
1 out here as Cason Brown comes to the plate. So here comes the first pitch to him, and he fouls it off. So counts 0-1. He has singled and reached on a fielder's choice. 0-1 the count here on Brown.
Might be looking at standing and running over here, just try to get something going.
So here comes the 0-1, and that breaking ball is hit to Ginger at first, throws to second for 1, and nobody was covering the bag at first. And so it's a 1-6 putout. And the fielder's choice allows Brown to get to first base as Heath Hoffman comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Not sure if that should have been Houchin or Ginger covering.
That either you get back on or Barrett's got to get from second base.
So that first pitch is swung on and missed, so the count's 0-1. Hoffman 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. So here comes the 0-1 from Houchin. That hits the outside corner. Count 0-2. Houchin is dialed in here this afternoon, Coach.
He's putting the ball. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's putting the ball in play, making the roar. Put the ball in play. We just got to play defense behind him.
So 0-2 pitch stays high. So the count now 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Houchin trying to get through 5. So here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball hit on a couple hops and by Curtis at third base. Looked like Curtis had a beat on it and it just went over his glove.
Yeah, I think it took one of those turf hops and just kind of bounced over that. Got that over top spin bounce off that turf and just kind of bounced up higher than he thought it was going to.
So runners at first and second as Creasy has flown out to left and flown out to center. So you know what that means, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that's left is to fly out to right field.
Well, see if Roman can catch it out there. He hits it out there in the. But Roman's used to it playing in the sun.
So here comes the first pitch, and that's hit down the third base line foul, opposite field. And if that ball was fair, that would have brought in 2 runs for Aurora. A late swing, but that would have gone down the line in a hurry. 0-1 the count here on Creasy. You know, Houchin hasn't had an easy inning either, if you really think about it, as a nice block there by Johnson, and the count's 1-1. He's had runners on in every inning.
There's a couple things happen to every inning. That's, we haven't made the plays where we should have sometimes.
So here comes the 1-1 to Creasy. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Counts 1-2. Forgot to say that was a beauty or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was a nice one there. I mean, but like you said, he's staying under control, and he's hitting the plate.
1-2 the count here on Creasy. That ball hit on a couple hops to Wilson. Only play to first. Long throw, and safe at first base. An infield single. Not much Jagger Wilson could do there. Deep in the hole.
Yeah.
And that was his only play. As Matthew Cuthbert comes to the plate, he doubled in the 4th. Also reached on an error in the 2nd.
There's that. Just deep in the hole to his right, and there's not a whole lot you can do.
He's able to get there. It's just the arm strength to throw the runner out, because he's gotten there twice. It's just he's not Derek Jeter.
Yeah, well, that's a long throw over there. That's for sure.
Especially for a freshman. 1-0 the count here on Cutbirth. 1-0 breaking ball hits the outside corner, and the count's 1-1. Snapping that breaking ball as Johnson. I wonder if that was a missed call.
It might have. I'm just making sure they got their signs correct and what's going on.
Especially with a runner on second.
Yeah.
See if they go through multiple signs. Second. Runner at second is trying to tell location. That pitch is maybe high.
Ooh.
Counts 2-1.
Good looking pitch.
Because you can see the runner at second kind of motion where he thinks the pitch is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
As here comes the 2-1. Popped in the air and foul territory. Ginger gonna try it. Oh, it hit the netting. Neither Ginger or Johnson really had a play. I think Ginger lost it because he was wondering where it went.
Yeah, there you go. You're looking right into the sun.
Counts 2-2 now on Cutbirth. I think the on-deck batter, Carpenter, also lost sight of it. So here comes the 2-2. Long look by Houchin. And calling time is Cutbirth. Sometimes you take a little too long. It's a smart decision there by the batter.
It's a big out right here.
Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the 2-2. That stays high, and the count's full. And runners will be off on the pitch, and anything in the gap, you potentially can have that runner from first, Creasy, come all the way home.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes the full count offering. Popped in the air. Wilson going to call for it and grab it for the final out of the inning. For Aurora, no runs, 3 base hits. There were no errors, and they strand 3. We're through 4.5. Seneca up 5-0 here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A radical change is needed in every person to find true or real fulfillment in this life, to be acceptable to God, to enter God's kingdom.
Billy Graham on why being a good person is not enough to save you.
What's wrong? The Bible tells us. The Bible says the thing that is wrong is that we have a disease. It affects the whole human race all over the world, and the disease is called sin.
Sin separates us from God, but there is hope. God promises to forgive our sins if we follow Jesus, his Son.
Do you know Christ? God can give you a whole new life, a transformation that you never dreamed existed if you let him.
You can learn more about getting to know Jesus at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
And we welcome you back as some position changes out there. Heath Hoffman is done on the mound for this afternoon. He moves to center field as Max Holland moves from third to the mound. And I believe the center fielder, Kason Brown, moves from center field to third base. Hoffman, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 base on balls, 7 strikeouts. Not a bad afternoon as Colton Curtis will come to the plate here for Seneca. It's Curtis, then potentially Barrett Ginger in the top of the order unless there's a pinch hitter.
I'm trying to look who's that on deck. It kind of looks like
Barrett. I was
Barrett.
going to say, it looks like him as Curtis fouls the first one off, so the count's 0-1. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast. 0-1 the count on Curtis, who's 0 for 1. He's also walked. So here comes the 0-1, and that breaking ball is in there for a strike. Count 0-2. Max Holland on the mound for Aurora now, here in the 5th. Seneca 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth for a 5-0 lead. As here comes the 0-2, and that's in the dirt, so the count 1-2. Hoffman labored through his 4 innings, didn't pitch bad, like you can tell by the 7 strikeouts, but some walks and some, as Curtis swings at strike 3. But he labored a little bit there, as I believe that is going to be...
It is.
So Barrett Ginger is going to come to the plate for Seneca with 1 out. So here comes the first pitch from Holland. That first pitch is high for a ball. So counts 1-0. Places Laughlin. Laughlin was 0 for 1 with a walk and 2 at bats. So here comes the 1-0 to Ginger. Breaking ball is low, and the count's 2-0. You have to think if Barrett gets on, he's... Well, it's a different pitcher. I was going to say he probably would be off, but...
Yeah, you don't know. I mean...
haven't really seen what Holland looks like on the mound as that pitch is foul. So the count's 2-1 at the plate. Ginger seeing some varsity action here this evening.
He's seen a little. Coach Hughes has got some kids over there. He's trying to work in all these positions, give him some experience.
2-1 the count. Here comes the 2-1. That breaking ball swung on and missed, and Holland works it from 2-0 to 2-2. As here comes the 2-2 to Ginger. Breaking ball just outside. And the count's full at 3-2. Aurora fans to our right wanted it, but they weren't giving it.
Yeah, I don't know how you're buried up there, how you let that one go. You got to battle. You got to hit something close.
So here comes the full count pitch from Holland, and that's in. Oh, they called strike 3 on the inside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Holland, and now you get back to the top of the order and Jagger Wilson. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Marine Center Incorporated all sponsoring the broadcast. Wilson is technically 0 for 3, but he's reached base twice. And you ask, how can you be 0 for 3 and reach base twice? You reached on a throwing error and a fielder's choice.
Yeah. And throwing error off the catcher, too. I mean, the ball was in the dirt. He swung at it, bounced into it. You still got to tag it, you throw it out.
So the 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. So the count's 1-1. Holland trying to achieve what neither pitcher has been able to do today, and that would be a 1-2-3 inning.
Here, Jagger Wilson lead off in with 2 outs. I think it was 5 times in a row he came up with 2 outs on it in that Monette tournament.
1-1 the count here on Wilson. That fastball stays high. So the count's 2-1. Seneca at Stratford tomorrow. On the road for their next story. At Stratford tomorrow, at Monette Tuesday, at Cassville Thursday. So that fastball's in there for strikes. The count's 2-2. If I remember correctly, they might be at Grove, Oklahoma next Friday as well. So that would be 4 in a row on the road for Seneca.
I know the Stratford game they just picked up. It won't be on your schedule.
No. 2-2 count. Here comes the 2-2, and Wilson swings and misses as Holland strikes out the side here in the 5th inning. Through 5, Seneca 5-0 here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
Jaden Carpenter leads off the inning with a 1-pitch ground out to Jagger Wilson. So he's now 0 for 3 on the day as he struck out twice and now grounded out as Max Howland will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2, grounded to first in the 4th. He also reached on a 2-base throwing error in the 2nd.
That always helps your pitch count. We can throw it in there and get a ground out.
Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. So that first pitch is in there for a strike, so the count is 0-1. Also want to thank People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, and SGA Unlimited. So here comes the 0-1 to Holland, and that's in the dirt. It's count 1-1. You would have to think Wilson or maybe Johnson tomorrow. And then you go back to Sherwood and Houchin for next Tuesday, Thursday.
Potentially, yep.
And then Wilson or Johnson or a combination of the two next Friday at Grove, as that pitch is high.
Colton Curtis is
counts
throwing in there too. Last time he was on the mound, he threw very well. So
yeah,
they got some kids that can play. They rotate and get some good kids.
The 2-1 is in there for a strike. So counts 2-2. Other thing you could potentially do, if you wanted to, is you throw Sherwood tomorrow and save him for next Thursday against Cassville, as that pitch is in there for strike 3. As Holland strikes out looking, and there's 2 down, as Seitz will come to the plate. That's the 9th strikeout of the game for Houchin. She has settled in here in the 6th, as that first pitch is outside for a ball, so counts 1-0. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast.
It'd be good if we can have a 3-up, 3-down inning right here.
That pitch is high, so counts 2-0. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, sponsoring the broadcast as well. Swinging and missing at that is Seitz, so the count now 2-1. Stratford, one of the better teams in Class 3. As that pitch is low for a ball, so the count's 3-1. So it just kind of depends on who you want to throw tomorrow, because everybody is open. So that's low for ball 4. So base on balls. And now the top of the order is guaranteed to bat in the 7th, as Carson Gillum will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. You also have to think about who might come in relief today and potentially tomorrow as well. This first pitch is high. Nope, it's in there for a strike.
I think he offered at it.
This counts 0-1.
He was trying to shut down, but I don't think he shut down in time.
Well, head coach James Hoffman asked if that was on the pitch or the swing, and I think he didn't like the answer. I'm guessing they said it was a called strike, because that one swung on and missed. Counts 0-2 because he shook his head. So makes you think it was on the pitch, not the swing. 0-2 the count here on Gillum. So here comes the 0-2. And that's high for a ball. So counts 1-2. Evan at the Neosho Daily News wishes the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. And to keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports, as Gillum swings through that for strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left through 5.5. 5-0 Indians here on the KNEO and Seneca Indians Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Heart of the order due up for Seneca here in the bottom of the 6th. Sherwood, Johnson, Ginger. Anybody reaches? Houchin. As Holland begins his second inning of work, he has the only 1-2-3 inning of the contest as Holland has come in and thrown darts. He struck out the side in the 5th.
Yeah, he's pitched well.
0-1 the count on Sherwood. Sherwood a 1 for 2 on the day. He's also walked. So that pitch is golfed into center field. Hoffman coming in and grabbing it. New center fielder out there. Hoffman went from the mound to center. His hat went flying, but he grabs the out. There's one down for Cade Johnson.
Well, that's a good catch, too, because he was looking in the sun as well.
Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark tomorrow night, April 5th, versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. So here comes the first pitch to Johnson. Johnson singled in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. Also has a strikeout and a ground out. See if Houchin comes back for the 7th. They don't have anybody up in the bullpen right now. This counts 1-1. Not that having anybody up in the bullpen means anything at this point, but
no. Coach Hughes may give him the opportunity to finish the deal.
That pitch is hit on a couple hops to second. Cole had to play the high hop, and he wasn't able to handle it, so Johnson reaches on the E4. So now Hagen Ginger comes to the plate. It's 1 for 3 on the day. You know, we can say he's 1 for 3. You could say potentially he's 0 for 3, reached on an error. It just depends on how you decide to read that.
Yeah,
one.
It's just one of those.
And I think the way the game has gone today, I think you have to give them hits.
There's just a lot of that. The wind up there is just playing havoc with the right side of the infield and outfield.
Yeah, for both teams. Holland makes Johnson scamper back.
This is the first time he's had someone on the base, so we don't know if he's still doing the high kick or is he still slide step.
Oh,
the pitcher.
It's a different pitcher. That's
right.
why. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first time we get a really good look at it.
As Holland is gonna throw, and
yeah, it's a slide step. So
that pitch is, I don't know what he called.
Safe.
Well, I know the batter is safe. I don't know what the umpire called. I think he called it a ball. He did call it a ball. It's 1-0. That looked pretty good.
No, well, they got it on strike on the.
I saw him do that, so I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't know.
So that pitch is inside. So we'll see if it's 2-0 or 1-1. It's 2-0. I was correct.
2-0, yeah.
I was right, and the scoreboard operator was wrong.
Hit the ball hard. Come on, Hagen.
So here comes the 2-0 from Holland. That's high, and this is the first time he's had a runner on, and Holland is struggling a little bit with a runner on base.
Well, he's not on the stretch now. He's working set position, so a little bit different.
3-0 count here on Ginger.
Swinging.
I was going to say, you probably have the green light if it's
one you like, yeah.
He takes the strikes. The count's 3-1.
The 5-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th.
Count 3-1 on Ginger. Here comes the 3-1. Long look by Holland. Roped, but right to the second baseman, Cole. Lined out. There's 2 down. Hit it hard, just right to the second baseman.
Yeah, second baseman didn't have to move much.
He just had to jump.
Stick his glove up.
2 outs now for Houchin. Houchin 2 for 3 on the day. A single, a triple. It's also flown out to center field. Holland trying to strand that runner at second. That first pitch is outside, maybe a little bit high as well, so the count's 1-0.
Yeah, catcher had a hard time bringing that back in.
If Houchin can reach, Klaus would come to the plate. That 1-0 stays high, and the count's 2-0.
Grant with a base hit here. Got a chance to help his cause a little bit.
2 balls and no strikes. So here comes the 2-0. That's high, and the count's 3-0. Once again, I think Houchin, if he gets a pitch he likes, he has a green light. But it's got to be pretty good. It's the 3-0. Hits the outside corner. Count 3-1.
Oh, yeah, they called balk on the infield.
Oh.
Still 3-0.
So the count is 3-0, and getting to say third is Kid Johnson on the balk.
Runner on, yeah, he didn't come to a set. Now he can third, he can go to the stretch.
And that's in there for strikes. The count's 3-1.
Only reason why. Yeah.
Only reason why I heard what happened is I heard a fan behind us grumble about it. I was like, what happened? 3-1 pitch is nubbed foul towards the Aurora dugout, and the count's now 3-2. And Johnson's at third. And I was like, how'd he get to third? And that's how he got to third. And this may be a pitch count scenario where they want him for tomorrow. Especially especially with a full count. So you're going to have a new pitcher come in for one pitch, and that's exactly what it is, as Kason Brown will come in to pitch.
I thought they were allowed to finish the batter, but maybe not.
Well, I've always thought that too, but I've noticed more and more that, you get to that, maybe it's you're allowed to finish the batter if it's the final
of your 105 or your
whatever.
Your 95 or
yeah,
whatever it is, yeah.
So Holland won't be able to get credit if there's a strikeout here, as I think Brown would technically get the credit for it, but he gave up. Well, he has a runner on third on an error, so that run, if he gives up a run, would be unearned. No hits. Didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 3 in an inning and 2/3.
Yeah, he actually came in and pitched well.
Yeah.
Pitched very well.
1 2/3, no hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. He is responsible for the runner at third, but that would be an unearned run as Kason Brown comes to the mound here. And we'll have to see if that's just a straight switch at this point. Holland came in from center field, so I could see Holland going back to center and Hoffman going to
he's going to third.
Okay, so
just a straight switch.
So Kason Brown comes into pitch, and Holland goes to third. 3-2 the count here on Houchin. How difficult is this as a batter to come in on a 3-2 count and have a new pitcher?
Yeah, it's difficult because you're going to get a fastball right here, and you haven't seen his fastball, but you're going to try a fastball over the plate. Just
Swung
like that.
On and missed for strike 3, and that will end the inning. For Seneca, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and they strand 1. We head to the 7th, 5-0 Indians here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Hi, this is Jamie Lankford with Lankford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local community and support local high school student athletes. Lankford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
And we welcome you back as it will be the top of the order here for Aurora in the 7th. Cole, Brown, and Hoffman. Anybody reaches Creasy will come to the plate. Cole 1 for 2 with a walk. Brown 1 for 3, but he's reached base all 3 times, 2 of them with fielder's choices, and Hoffman 1 for 3. I have to see how many pitches are available to Houchin as Cole takes a ball. Counts 1-0.
Looked like a pretty good pitch, but throw strikes, let the guys behind you play defense.
So here comes the 1-0 from Houchin. That's high, and the count's 2-0. Houchin has not thrown a 1-2-3 inning here today. He's worked around some trouble that his fielders has caused him, but he's also worked around his own problems.
Yeah, I mean, he's done good. He's hung in there.
He's given up 5 hits. So that pitch is outside. So counts 3-0. 5 hits, but Aurora's left runners in every inning.
Yeah, this is one thing you don't want to do is start putting runners on because that just bites you.
Aurora has left 9 through 6 innings as swinging on a 3-0 pitch is Cole. Wilson grabs it on a hop, throws over to first in time for the putouts. And there's one down here, and it's a little bit of a gift for Houchin with Cole swinging on a 3-0 count.
3-0.
Case and Brown will come to the plates. Hoffman is in line for the loss for Aurora. Houchin obviously would get the win for Seneca. So here comes the first pitch, and that's blooped foul into the screen, so the count's 0-1. Hoffman is on deck for Aurora. That's the last guaranteed batter for the Hound Dogs. Creasy, as that pitch is swung on and missed, count 0-2. If anybody can reach Sean Creasy, would come to the plate. Houchin worked around runners at second and third in the second. As that pitch is nubbed foul. And
it's right off Kate Johnson's hand, too. Not his glove hand, but the bare hand.
Houchin worked around second and third, 1 out. Didn't allow anybody to score. Worked around a bases loaded situation in the 5th and didn't allow anybody to score.
Yeah.
So he's worked around some problems. 0-2 the count here on Brown. Breaking ball hit on a couple hops. Curtis has to charge it, and it gets by him. I think it's an infield single because that was going to be a tough play for either Curtis or Houchin. And I think Houchin may have reached his pitch limit. His head coach, Chris Eust, is coming out.
Yeah.
So I think Houchin will be done after 6 1/3, and we shall see who replaces him. We'll come back with the change after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And we welcome you back. Grant Houchin is in line for the win. 6 1/3 innings, 6 hits. He's responsible for the runner at first. 2 base on balls, 10 strikeouts. Drew Sherwood comes in. Houchin moves from the mound to third. Curtis moves from third to second. And Ryan Owens goes into right field, and Miller moves from right to center field. If you didn't get that, that's okay. And Drew Sherwood is in to try and get the final 2 outs. So that first pitch is in there for strikes. Counts 0-1. Sherwood got the win on Tuesday. Only had to pitch 3 innings. So here comes the 0-1. That's foul tipped off of Johnson. Johnson is taking a beating here in this inning.
Yeah, one off his hand, not his glove hand, but the bare hand. And then that right there went off his face mask.
0-2 the count here on Hoffman.
And that's never fun.
No. 0-2 as Hoffman's 1 for 3. If you're Aurora, if you lose this game, you're going to think about all the runners you left on base. They've left at least 1 runner in every inning. 0-2 is foul tipped, and that one's off Johnson as well, and he just has a smile on his face now.
Yeah, like I said, if you're a cat, you just play catcher a little bit, and if you ain't black and blue, you get all these little dink marks off the shoulder, the inside of the thighs, and it's tough.
So here comes another 0-2, and that pitch is popped foul into the screen, so Hoffman doing a good job of battling here in the inning.
Yeah, Drew Sherwood's out there throwing strikes. He's not messing around.
Yeah, he's thrown 4 straight strikes. Hoffman's been able to foul off 2 of them. So here comes the 0-2 from Sherwood. That's fouled back to the screen. So good battle here between Hoffman and Sherwood. Count remains 0-2. So here comes another 0-2 from Sherwood, and that misses the outside corner.
Good pitch.
I wanted to say it hit it, but
yeah,
just missed it. So counts now 1-2. As here comes the 1-2 to Hoffman. That 1-2 is foul tipped. He's able to get just a piece of the fastball. Been able to resist the off-speed pitch.
That's about 4 or 5 fouls.
That is the 4th foul ball.
Right there in a row. I mean, just off the 0-2 count. That was 1-2.
That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3 as Sherwood finally wins the battle. That was an 8-pitch at bat. As Sean Creasy will be the final hopes here for Aurora. He's 1 for 3. Sherwood's got to retie his shoe. It's very important.
Oh, yeah. The shoelace got to be just right. Curveball breaks better if it's tighter.
So here comes the first pitch to Creasy. It's a lefty-lefty matchup as he spoils that one foul towards the track. Counts 0-1. Might have hit the track bleachers because it sure sounded like it.
I believe it did.
So 0-1 the count. We're right around 2 hours on game time as first pitch was at 4:29 and we're at 6:26. So that breaking ball is low, so the count's 1-1.
Looking for one more out here, Ben. Seal the deal.
So here comes the 1-1. That fastball stays high. This counts 2-1. If you want Sherwood eligible for tomorrow, he doesn't have very many pitches left thanks to an 8-pitch at bat against Hoffman.
Well,
that is low for a ball and it counts 3-1. So we'll see what happens. It's 3-1 count here on Creasy. Sherwood having a hard time finding the plate. He's gonna throw towards first. Just chase the runner back.
Yeah, just a
casual.
I'm still here.
I am paying attention to you as here comes the 3-1. That pitch is hit to Wilson at the hole. Tough play by Wilson and safe at first base.
That's another one of those deep in the hole.
Infield single for Creasy, and runners are at first and second for Matthew Cutbirth. Cutbirth 1 for 3. He's also reached on an error.
Yeah, I don't.
So here comes the first pitch to Cutbirth, and that ball is laced down the left field line, foul, past the Seneca bullpen. Just counts 0-1. 0-1 here on Cutbirth. They're shading him towards left center. So that pitch is swung on and missed, so it counts 0-2. Miller's shading him towards left field, but the right fielder, Owens, is playing straight up. There's a huge gap in right center field.
Yeah, and I think the coaches keep moving him.
So here comes the 0-2, and that's high. So the count 1-2. See if Sherwood can get one more strike. This may be one of the last pitches that Sherwood has in his arsenal. 1-2 stays high. Counts 2-2. 2-2 the count. Here on Cutbirth. Comes the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the ball game. No runs, 2 base hits in the inning, no errors, and they strand 2. Seneca improves to 9-3 with a 5-0 victory. Aurora falls to 5-4 on the season. We will go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. Come back with the post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District after this quick break on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back as Seneca with a 5-0 victory. Proved to 9-3 on the season. Aurora falls to 5-4. Game time about 2 hours and 1 minute here this afternoon. Houchin the win, 6 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 base on balls, 10 strikeouts. Drew Sherwood pitched the final 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Seneca strikes out 12 Aurora batters on the afternoon.
Yeah, the pitch, Grant did a great job. It was under control the whole time. Just maybe had 2 walks the whole time.
Yes.
Let the kids back behind him, throwing strikes, let the kids back behind him make the plays. We bobbled a few plays, had a couple errors, but still yet we're making plays with him, and he did exactly what he's supposed to do out there on the mound. Did a good job.
5 runs, 6 hits for the Indians. They did strand 9, however. Aurora is really the ones that are going to be thinking about what they missed. No runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and they stranded 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 base runners on the afternoon. Heath Hoffman takes the loss. 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 base on balls, 7 strikeouts. Max Holland, 1 2/3 innings, 3 strikeouts. Kason Brown threw 1 pitch and got a strikeout. Seneca at Stratford tomorrow, no broadcast. And then Tuesday, Thursday next week, Big 8 West play opens up at Monette, at Cassville. Have both those games, and obviously both those games are very important for the Indians.
Absolutely. You're talking about district, you're talking about conference, you're talking about everything. And Coach, Stratford tomorrow, there's no telling who he might throw. He's got some young kids he likes to throw out there. He's got some kids, like the 2 seniors, Colton Curtis and Caden Johnson, and he can throw some other kids out there to play and have his main pitcher. Jagger can pitch tomorrow. He can have his main pitchers, Grant and Sherwood. They're the 2 that's standing out right now, and he can have them ready for next week.
Yeah, Sherwood's still eligible for tomorrow if they wanted him, and then if you're going for gunning for a win, Stratford is, I believe, 1 maybe 2 losses on the year. If you're looking for a win, you could throw Sherwood, and then he'd be eligible again on Thursday at Cassville, but you just never know.
Yeah, you could throw. If you want to get him some work in, you could throw him 2 innings, or 2 or 3 innings, against a good baseball team, and maybe Drew needs to see that.
Yeah. That will do it for us here this evening as Seneca improves to 9-3 on the season. Our next Seneca broadcast will be next Tuesday at Monette. 4:30 will be the first pitch, about 4:05 airtime from Monette. For Coach Darryl Harbaugh, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you for watching high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.